up, everybody? Welcome to this video. Today we'll be talking on the topic of meaning in suffering, or meaning through suffering. And suffering is inevitable. We have to come to the conclusion that we will suffer in life. Suffering, the rich, the poor, everybody will suffer in this life. And we come to the next step that says avoiding suffering leads to even more suffering. For example, searching for comfort is a huge mistake. A man who fears suffering is already suffering from what he fears. Michael de Montaigne, he says that if a man is trying to stop suffering, he's already suffering, because suffering is inevitable. For example, we know we have to go to the gym. We know we have to go hit the gym, but what happens when we don't hit the gym? Our weight increases, our health decreases. We're suffering without suffering. And for example, we need to realize that us hiding in comfort, us hiding in, no, I'll do it tomorrow, no, I'll do this later, is just making us suffer even more, because we're not tackling what we need to do. Growth is to suffer. For example, one must suffer to build character, to grow. We must learn what's happening to us and accept it. Yes, we just have to accept it in life. There's a saying that says, what happens to us is not our fault, but what we do about it is our responsibility. In suffering, we have to go through it. We cannot stop. We have to keep going no matter what. We have to keep a good mindset, and we have to take control of your mind. For example, our mind is going to attack us. Oh, this and that and this, trying to keep us a victim, trying to keep us small, trying to keep us, no, don't suffer, it's okay, it's okay. But that voice of comfort, you have to step back and observe that voice of comfort and break it. For example, if I'm over here having a voice that's saying, no, stop, no, I don't want to hit the gym, it's hard. But look at it, break it. No, I'm going to hit the gym because I said I was going to hit the gym. I was going to hit the gym because I have to hit the gym. You have to steer your mind. Going back to this topic of growth and suffering, you have to steer your mind from thinking about the suffering, thinking about the negative of it. Steer it to a positive. Find a reason. Find a reason. Dig deep. For example, David Goggins, one of the greatest philosophers, because I think David Goggins is a philosopher and a practitioner of the mind. And his metaphor and his way of that he discovered this was when he was running, right? When you're running, and your voice in your head telling you, stop. Let's stop. Come on, comfort, stop. I know we said 12 minutes, but come on, only 6 minutes today. We'll do more tomorrow. That's the voice of comfort. That's the voice that doesn't want you to suffer. But how does suffering feel? Okay, let's remove suffering. But how does the gym feel before? You don't want to do it. But how does it feel after you worked out? You have a great workout. You feel good. You feel pumped up. You get the pump. You feel sweaty. You feel good. You feel accomplished. You feel like a little reset. That's why I say, do not be afraid of suffering. Suffering is inevitable. It will happen. But it's how you view it. You have to see it in a positive light. It's you getting to a limit of yourself. And you have to push that limit. Break through the walls of the prison inside your mind. Because your mind will try to keep you in a comfort zone. Oh no, the voice, every time you try to steer it outside, trying to go out those barriers, those boundaries, those walls, the voice is going to try to keep you in it. But it's not until you push that your mind will expand and make stronger. It says, one, out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Khalil Gibran. What an amazing quote, and in saying that you have to go through the suck. It is through the suck that you become better. It's an opportunity to grow. not only mentally, physically, emotionally. Wise, knowledgeable. You grow. And I like to say, see it as an opportunity to grow. Be stronger. Why is it, if you're asking yourself, oh my love, why is this happening to me? Oh, why is this happening? No, you got to see it from the standpoint of, okay, it's happening to me, accept it. What can I do about it? Can I do something about it? There's a solution to everything in life. There's a solution to everything in life. Remember that. Even death. We know that Jesus Christ is the way who'll give us eternal life. But there's a solution for everything in life. The third quote is the third quote by Helen Keller. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Because when we start getting into suffering, we have to dig deep to find reasons to keep going. I like to go back to the treadmill, like running, David Goggins. When you're running on the treadmill, you gotta dig deep. You gotta find reasons to keep yourself pushing. Life is gonna get tough, but you gotta find reasons to keep yourself pushing. It's not easy, but what I do is just one more step, just one more step. Like David Goggins says, one more step, one more step. That's where I learned it from. It's like, think about it like this. If you stopped right now, it would suck when you finish. You get off that treadmill after 4 minutes. You said 10 minutes. It sucks. You're like, damn, I should have ran more. And we're trying to avoid that. The damn, the guilt. But you have to break that. This is, dear men, we must suffer, endure for our bloodline, to hold it together for the ones we love. For example, once you become a man, you have to suffer for those you love. You have to sacrifice yourself and give them, serve them. Financially, emotionally, you got to be the wisest. You know, it's a pyramid, it's a hierarchy like this, right? You're at the top. No, it's a pyramid like this. You at the bottom, you holding all the pressure. Everything's coming on you. We must suffer. We must learn how to suffer. We must dig deep into suffering. And there's types of suffering, mental and physically. The toughest one is mental. That's the one I always think that is toughest. Physical is gym, but it's mental. For example, we go to the gym to work out, iron, we're getting bigger, but it's what it's doing to our mind. It's making us build discipline, making us stronger. And discipline, stronger physically, mentally stronger. What is it? But we're suffering. But you're gaining these things. And life is the same way. You have to wake up, you have to work, you have to do this, you have to pay bills. You have to suffer. Things happen in life. People die. Tragedies happen. But it's about, how can I see this not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to grow in life? Pushing yourself through suffering and fighting the voice of comfort is amazing. Tomorrow mindset. The tomorrow mindset is where you put things for tomorrow. Oh, I'm sleeping, and we're gonna keep it very simple. Like you're in bed and, oh, I'll do those calzones tomorrow. I'll do those underwears tomorrow. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do my things tomorrow. That tomorrow mindset will destroy you. A tomorrow mindset, you better do that right now. That's what Dr. Jordan Peterson says. To, first start with your bed. First start with your room. And then just to get these things rolling. Because then it clouds, putting things off clouds your vision to think more clearly. And pushing yourself through the suffering and fighting the voice of comfort. Just as you're in the gym, you're pushing it. You're pushing the limit. Push. And then feelings we suffer more in our mind than in reality. One of the greatest philosophers said that. And because we do not have the right systems to overcome, I say. We let these things purge us. We let these things attack us in the mind. Let it just run loose. Where we need a better perspective and better systems to attack this. For example, if y'all have a thought that's worrying and about fear and suffering and they're just attacking me, I'm gonna ask myself, is there a solution to this? Can I do something about it? If there's something I can control or something that I can't. If something I can't, then why am I investing time in it? But if it's something I can control, then okay, you suffer, you're in your mind, things are happening, but you gotta just be like, okay, can I do something about it? Let's act. And it's gonna be scary. There's gonna be fear. We have to break that wall. So, and the rich and the poor will suffer. Always, it don't matter. In this life, it does not matter. And we all suffer differently. You know, everybody has a dragon that they're suffering with, and they're suffering their mind, they're suffering in the body. But it's about how you interpret it. We're all gonna suffer, but what I do is, through suffering, is I ask God, how can I learn through this? How can I get wiser through this? How can I get more knowledge through this? It's not easy to see it from that light because you want to see it negative and negative and negative, but you gotta find a way to dig deep and to keep fighting. That there's light at the end of the tunnel, but you gotta keep searching through that void, and there's gonna be light at that tunnel. There's gonna be help where you didn't even realize, the strength that you didn't realize that was there. But I'm gonna say thank you for coming back. If it's your first time watching this video, I appreciate you. I just want y'all to be better, and what I learned through my life, I hope y'all learn through that. And you know, let's keep going in this life. Keep like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Comment what you think could be better. What topics would you guys like to talk about? And we're in this together. It's our first time through life. So we only have one, and the cards were dealt. Let's play it as good as we can.